live in the dungeon. This is the Dream Warrior Review. I'm Kurt Thomas.
I'm Strawn.
Hi, don't I sound amazing? I'm going to use this voice. The alumni cast of a space opera television series have to play their roles as the real thing when an alien race needs their help. However, they also have to defend both Earth and the alien race from the reptilian warlord. This had Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, Alan Rickman, Sam Rockwell,
Tony Shalhoub.
Yes, Tony Shalhoub. You can't forget Monk.
And Tommy was Daryl Mitchell.
Yes.
And I wanted to throw him in because
of course.
Yeah, he was just absolutely awesome in this. He's now playing a character in NCIS.
Oh, really?
New Orleans. He plays the computer guy.
Huh.
He was in a motorcycle accident about I think 10 years ago, and lost the use of his legs.
Oh, man.
And is in a wheelchair, but he's still acting.
Yeah.
And he's really positive about it. He's really, I mean, other than he's positive that he's in a wheelchair, but, you know, it's more than that.
Right, yeah. Well, you can't forget Enrico. I can't pronounce his last name.
Right.
Calentini. He was in Just Shoot Me. I remember that show.
Just Shoot Me. He steals the show.
Oh, absolutely.
So many times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. No, to me, he and Tony Shalhoub.
Oh, but Alan Rickman too.
Well,
I mean,
Tony Shalhoub and Alan Rickman just steal it left and right.
Well, they kind of carry. I hate to say it, they carry Tim Allen a little bit because Tim Allen's performance wasn't. I mean, it kind of reminds me of Will Shatner a little bit.
Yeah, it is.
Where the supporting cast
sort of
sometimes
like a slightly toned down William Shatner.
Like
I know.
Spock. They got it. Leonard Nimoy was a better actor.
You know, and the other funny thing about it is that Sigourney Weaver plays a role in which she is she is kind of like the person on the deck that looks good and just repeats what the computer says.
Yeah.
The funny thing is it totally diminishes her role in the whole film.
Of course. And Tony Shalhoub too. I mean, I watched the whole when he did Monk. I watched the entire series.
Oh yeah, really. I know.
And then I remember
I watched a lot of
Monk. What's the show
Monk
he used to
too.
be on? It was in the 90s.
It was the airplane one. Yeah.
Yeah. Wings.
Wings. Right. Yeah. What a great cast, though. I mean, just supreme all the way across.
This is toward the end of Home Improvement. It's kind of
yeah.
I think 99 is when that ended.
99 is like maybe the last year. A couple things I wanted to point out that the bad guy in this, and maybe you can look up his name while I talk. The bad guy was amazing.
That was Saris, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, he did.
Robin Sachs.
He did such a great job of being so incredibly aggressive, and really operating the mask well and all the rest of that.
I saw his teeth though. I think. A couple times.
Yeah,
like it's real teeth.
But, you know, but it was also cool that you know the thing that he was wearing on his helmet, on his head, you know, those were flipping around. But when he got really mad, the wings would come out. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was like awesome costume design right there.
Oh, it was.
So I swear my favorite parts were like when they were at the conventions and
the conventions are hilarious. And Justin Long is the geek.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was great.
Yeah, he was the geek that helped everybody.
But I just got to tell you some of the lines that Tony Shalhoub plays, because Tony Shalhoub plays this.
Well, I have a line. My first line that I thought of was, "It's a meltdown, sir. It cannot be stopped." And he does a little pose.
Yeah, so he does a little pose. But let's see. That was a hell of a thing. So he's talking about the transport. You know, and the transport is just this huge screaming. You're covered in gelatin, and then you're just sent away. And you literally are like just you covered in slime and zipping through the universe. And he lands and he goes, everybody else is completely freaked out, and he's going, "Oh, that's a hell of a thing."
Hey, he's all calm. This had Star Trek all over it. I mean,
yeah.
George Takei, William Shatner. I saw their roles there. Totally.
Yeah, absolutely. The store is a little sticky.
Did you like when Alan Rickman was like, having the meltdown? And like, because
at the very beginning, because, you're the artist and you're the...
Right.
I'm from London and I'm from the theater.
I'm in the theater.
Yeah. So.
Oh, and
our hero's having a meltdown, is he?
Creature effects. Should we mention that? Who did that? Stan Winston.
Well, they were amazing. They were amazing. It's funny because the graphics were 1999.
Yeah.
The graphics weren't that good, and the stuff that was done with just CGI was a little bit. The rock creature was a little bit lame, but what they did with the rock creature was so well written. And so fun.
Well, the rock creature was.
It's the little things.
Yeah.
It's the little things in life.
That was comedy right there.
Oh, the comedy.
Pure comedy.
The comedy in it was just great.
Actually, one thing I like about it too is that obviously it did a lot of animatronics and,
right.
Models and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Which is totally different than the one we saw recently was Aquaman.
Oh, yeah. No,
it's amazing to think about how different things are.
Yeah, completely different. Yeah. No, the thing is it got away with being cheesy.
Yeah.
Because it was comical,
Oh yeah, it made fun of a lot of things: Battlestar Galactica, Star Trek, Star Wars.
I thought one of the funniest running gags was Guy, who is Guy's done by Sam Rockwell.
Yeah,
and Guy is obviously, they don't put him in the red shirt, but he's obviously the red shirt guy.
And he knew it.
And he totally knew it. He's like, yeah, I don't even tell me my last name. I don't even have a last name.
Maybe you're just a plucky, comic relief.
Plucky comic relief, yeah. We're dragging minds. I just love so many lines in this. I love it when Guy is on the planet and they say, oh, you're going to be fine. And he goes, have you guys ever seen the show?
I like the opposite of Scotty with Tony Shalhoub. He's like, just an FYI. What do you say?
Yeah, FYI.
He's like I think it was the core was melting or something was happening.
Right.
He was just like, just an FYI, we're gonna blow up in about.
We're gonna blow up, and it's it was amazing.
On the mission to the planet, why didn't they bring any of the aliens with them?
Right, exactly. Right, I didn't get that. Is because the aliens just seem to be there to populate the background.
Right.
They
I did like Tom's. What's his name? What's his name? The guy that was in Just Shoot Me. Enrique. His use of his tongue was amazing.
Oh yeah, his face through the whole thing, and the way that he moved too,
right,
was so.
And then how cheesy it was when they switched back and forth to like what they actually look like.
Right, and yeah, right. The little scene there with the tentacles coming in.
Yeah, there was quite an almost sex scene there too.
Like, yeah, well, now I have to ask: Do you feel the way that I do about this film?
I think I do.
Love this film.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one that I will watch with. I think I've individually watched it with every grandchild, and
I think I've said this before, but I didn't see this when it first came out.
Right, I know.
Because of the marketing.
Because the marketing
it looked
was
awful.
Terrible.
I was like, this movie looks terrible.
It did look terrible. And the fact is that the look of it is also not great in general. I mean, it kind of does look like a TV show.
Yeah.
And but the writing is whip smart on it.
Oh, absolutely. Well, if you're a sci-fi fan, you're going to enjoy this a lot more.
Oh, you're just going to be nuts because it just is.
There's a lot of like references. It's amazing.
Yeah, if you have ever seen Star Trek or Star Trek: The Next Generation or any of them, at all.
Well, especially the first Star Trek movie.
Particularly the first Star Trek movie. Now you're going to just love this film. It absolutely.
It's something for everybody. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you have Alan Rickman.
Yeah, you got Alan Rickman there. Yeah.
If you like Tool Time.
Tool Time.
Or Last Man Standing.
Yeah, Last
Tim
Man
Allen.
Standing.
Sigourney Weaver.
Monk.
Aliens. Monk, yes.
Aliens.
NCIS.
Yeah, Monks. Yeah, see? NCIS. Man, it's all here. This is, you know what we call this? This is the complete package.
Yes.
It is.
And it's also an ensemble cast at the time.
Yes.
I mean, it still is. I mean, they're still actors. Yeah. But I'm saying at the time, these people were top of their game. And they put them together and it worked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is amazing to me.
Yeah.
Because usually comedies that I remember seeing, like in the 80s and 90s, where they had ensemble casts, were horrible.
Right. Oh, well, yeah.
Like what's the one, Peanuts, with Steve Martin?
Honestly,
I don't know what's called.
Especially when they brought together TV casts.
Yes.
They were particularly bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking of, there's a couple of them that were.
I don't think I have anything else to say.
I've got nothing else. I enjoyed this film. I will continue to see it at least 2 or 3 times a year, probably for the rest of my life. It's a treat for me.
And I think, before I move the red thingy to the green thingy, I think we should rate it.
I wrote that down. Hey, the red thing is heading towards the green thing.
That was Sam Rockwell. That was great.
Right. Oh, you're so good.
Yeah, it's weird to see Sam Rockwell in this because the last thing I saw him in was 3 Billboards. So.
Right, that's right. It's kind of a different character, isn't it? Yeah. So, where are you going to put it in your canon?
Pretty darn high.
Yeah, you know what? I hate to say it, but I enjoy it enough that I'm going to give it a 4.2 because I've always because I'm going to see it again and again and again.
This is weird that I agree with you.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel right. It happens once in a while, but no, totally. In fact, I might even give it a 4.3.
Whoa!
And that's just because I like the sexy alien.
Yeah, no, and the sexy alien was very good.
Who was that? That was oh god, Missy Pyle, right?
Yeah, Missy Pyle.
Yeah, she was good in this one.
Yeah. She some of the things that she's been in, I never really enjoyed her, but
and she was good with her tongue as well.
Well, it's distressful. So I want everybody out there to have a great Christmas.
Yes.
Because I think that the next show that we have will be after Christmas.
Yeah.
So 2018.
It's hard to know.
May everybody. Yeah.
And New Year's, of course.
Well, we'll see. We'll see you before.
Yeah, we're gonna have a movie before then.
Before then.
A new release.
But even if this is released after, I'm just gonna let you know, Christmas is 4 days away. So. There you go. That's when we actually recorded this.
Right. You know I'm going to cut that out anyway. Yeah. Thanks for joining us on the Dream Warrior Review podcast. Don't forget to tell your friends about us, follow us, and, of course, like us. We can be found on Podbean, which is an amazing app, YouTube, Stitcher, Alexa on any pod, iTunes, Google Play. We're on Twitter as well at DW Review, and of course Facebook. You can find us there. You can also email us at dreamwarriorreview@gmail.com.